Hãy like, đăng ký và chia sẻ nhé bạn. Trung tâm Ngoại ngữ Ngọc Vân chúc bạn một ngày vui vẻ.
Because my job is to get you talking. So maybe this is a good thing that my voice is giving out. We're going to talk about this social media, right? And you guys live this every day. And your teacher has asked me to get you guys to talk about the pros and the cons of social media. And when we're speaking today, I just had a meeting with a couple other ladies that teach, and a lady that teaches IELTS. And I know from teaching IELTS myself that this year Cambridge is turning around how they want the speaking part. And they want you to speak naturally, something that you didn't do before. They would ask you a few questions and you'd have to fill that time. But just like you talk, we're going to talk now, that's the way they want you to talk. So you have an opinion and you have to respect, hey, how's it going? You have to respect each other's opinion. So you're all going to have different opinions about it, but let's throw it out there. We're going to discuss social media, the good things about it and the bad things, but not as a 59-year-old guy, as teenagers. So who wants to start? What do you think of social media? Is it good or bad? Go.
I think social media have advantage. I think you can share information, watching video, message, playing game. But I have the drawback in there. I think social media have the interest of student. Student is my me example.
Mm-hmm.
I check a phone and search, and I don't concentrate in my homework. Yeah. I think is one thing is kids not old enough to use social media, and I think not advantage for them. So I think that's.
Yeah, you're right, and way to go to be first one to volunteer to talk, because that's hard. And what I did in one of my IELTS classes at where was it, Nguyen, is I got them out of their seats the other day, and we sat on the floor.
Yeah.
Wow, they had never sat on the floor in a circle before, and it's sort of like this: we're comfortable and casual, and your teacher, she's not marking you. This is to get you talking. And it was amazing how it got you talking. There is so many pros and cons to social media, but especially you as teenagers, because this is very important years of your life. So let's pick on a boy. You did it. How about you? What do you think of social media?
I think social media is good if we know the way how to control it.
Yes.
And myself is rely on social media too much. I think, but I think it has a good thing to like we can do a lot of about with this mobile phone. Like we can relax with it after day hours. We can listening to music, watch movie, connect with your friends or family. And it will be very easy to use for do homework or your project or anything else. Just easily with a search on Google, and there will be a lot of results for you to use. And the best thing is if you use too much, your eyes will be best.
Yeah. I think your eyes are bad. Your eyes get bad, I think. You're not blinking. Your eyes need liquid to be constantly blinking and to cover them. So electronics in general, you're not blinking. And when you do a video of someone on a computer screen, you see the flickering, right? So yeah, that's not the greatest for your eyes, but yeah, about every half hour, you gotta get up. And now what I see, you say it's good for connecting with family and friends, but how about when you go to a coffee shop and everybody's got this in their hand and everybody's head is down? You're almost forgetting how to really socialize like we're doing now, right? And your conversation was very good, just like yours. Okay, who's next? What do you think? And remember, if everybody's opinion is different, that doesn't mean that she's right and you're wrong. We all have different life experiences, and that's how we shape our views of the world. So you could be totally different than her, and you're both right. And when you have differences, you have, and especially in a debate, and this is a great way to speak English more often, and you get comfortable, you have to respect each other's differences of opinions. Okay. Lady next. Which lady wants to go first?
In my opinion, social media have been communicating with more friends in the world, and in the world, I have more friends when I use social media, but I think social media
social media make a young make person addicted to
Addicted, oh definitely. Yeah.
and it's a big problem in Vietnam.
Oh, it's not a big problem in Vietnam, it's a big problem in the world. Yeah. Even in my own life, I'll tell my wife, Kathy, shut the phone off. We're having dinner. I want to talk to you. Just like this. It's hard. I just saw you, not pointing you out, but she was on her phone. And it's society. When I teach, phones are down or you're in trouble. We're here to speak English, right? And that's what I tell my students. But this is not my class. That's the rule of your teaching, right? And it is hard because, oh, ding, oh, what's that? I'm waiting. And yeah, it's really hard and it is addictive. And you see these social media sites of these people, YouTubers and this and that. A lot of them aren't doing it by themselves. A lot of them have professional digital marketing companies. I have a friend who is a YouTuber and he has companies all the time. I'm opening up a website and I'm getting spam emails. Let me do your marketing. Let me do your marketing. You get so many more, you give me a percentage of your business. It's all big money. And that's the thing you say, I do research. You have to be so careful nowadays. Just look at English. You have so many sources out there that are telling you, oh, follow me, like me. It's big money. Now, though, how many billion people? You got 99 million people in Vietnam. You got 1.5 billion people in China. Everybody's on the phone, and that's just 2 countries. So you can have followers all over the world. There's so many people out there that shouldn't even be, and they're not real, and they're fake, and they're fooling people to follow them. A guy, he's American. He's got a marketing company behind him, Instagram, and I teach from the heart, not from a textbook. And then he's telling people that cat, you pronounce it cat, and hat, you pronounce it hat. And you literally have very intelligent people that are learning English and taking their IELTS, and they're believing him. Like, come on, anybody knows a little kitty cat is cat. Doesn't matter whether it's UK or North American. So you guys if I give you anything today, watch and make sure where this material is from, because the credibility is such an issue. But if you stick with like your Cambridge Dictionary for pronunciation, or Merriam-Webster for your pronunciation, and you go to reputable sites for your learning, then you know. Because it's the same. Years ago, I had a heart attack, and my cardiologist, I took lessons on how to eat and live better, and he said, all those studies, where do they come from? Who's paying for those studies? Oh, beef is bad, beef is bad. He says, go to the end of the study first and see the report. Who is paying for it? Yeah, okay. Next, how about you? Social media.
I think the social media are also is also good and bad. About the good, we can relax after all day study. So watch movie, play games, or chat with friends.
Yeah.
And it also helps me to do my homework. I can search information on internet about these messages. If rely on too much, it's wastes a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of pop-ups, a lot of ads, and and you got to watch your search engines too, because Google, and it's a big joke that, especially Facebook, you had Facebook on, hey, I'm thinking about buying a new phone, and what happens next? You get all these ads on Facebook about a phone, because it's called open mic. They're breaking the law, and they're literally listening to your conversation. And the next thing you know, you're getting ads about a new Apple phone. Yeah, so you have to be very careful. But yeah, it's so good, so bad, but oh man. And I'm old, so I have a total different perspective on it than you guys, because you guys can run circles around me on how this works. It's like I joke and say it's in your DNA. Okay, good or bad?
Although social media has a lot of advantage, but that also has the disadvantage. Like sometimes it will tend us to feel lonely. For example, when you scroll the phone and see a picture of your friend's party and you weren't invited to, then
Good point.
you will feel but like why they don't invite me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and sometimes smartphone make family become distant.
Oh, big time.
Yes.
Yeah, no, your points are very valid, and you can go on. It's just, especially at your age, what others think of you in your groups is very important. And 3 years ago, I first came here and volunteered, and there was a song out called Send It to Me. Has anybody ever heard of that song? It's got a great melody. And I was teaching online Vietnamese English teachers and other students, and they thought it was great.